Britain's in absolute turmoil. The Supreme Court has officially ordered Keir Starmer to step down. In a truly historic move, the UK's highest court has demanded the resignation of Prime Minister Keir Starmer, marking one of the most explosive moments in modern British politics. And this isn't just hearsay or political noise, it's a binding legal order, supported by hard evidence broadcast live across the nation. Welcome back to UK LOGY. At the heart of the ruling, £124,000 in undeclared income, offshore financial links, and a string of concealed luxury benefits. The language from the court wasn't just harsh, it was ground-shaking. A deliberate campaign, they said, to deceive the British public. As more documents continue to leak from inside number 10, this isn't simply a political scandal anymore. Starmer is now front and centre in what could well be the biggest government corruption case in recent memory. The Supreme Court's verdict in the Starmer case sent shockwaves through the country. It felt more like a national emergency than a routine court announcement. Chief Justice Dame Suka stood before a stunned room and, with precise and unequivocal wording, delivered the court's conclusion. Prime Minister Keir Starmer had committed deliberate financial fraud and breached the Constitution in serious ways. The ruling was clear: he must resign. This whole saga revolves around £124,000 in unreported earnings linked to the sale of Starmer's London property. But investigators didn't find a simple clerical mistake. They uncovered an intricate web of offshore-linked transactions, tampered records, and false declarations. This wasn't poor bookkeeping, it was a calculated strategy to deceive Parliament, avoid tax, and keep the British people in the dark. The court concluded that Starmer had orchestrated a premeditated and coordinated cover-up, an effort not just to hide the truth, but to actively mislead regulators and the wider public. Further digging exposed financial ties between his personal accounts and wealthy donors who had showered him with undeclared gifts over 2 years. These included top-end goods, luxury travel, and private events disguised as party gatherings, with a total value exceeding £39,000. Crucially, internal emails revealed Starmer wasn't just aware of these freebies. He authorized a plan to disguise them as party development costs so they wouldn't have to be declared. The court called it exactly what it was: deliberate deception at the very top. As the final ruling was read out, the courtroom fell into stunned silence. But outside it was anything but quiet. Social media erupted. Hashtags like #Resign Starmer and #Downing Street cover-up went viral within minutes. The backlash was swift and furious. Outside Westminster, the crowds grew. Protesters packed the pavements, some waving the Union Jack, others holding signs reading, "No one is above the law." This wasn't a media frenzy or party political bickering. This was a Supreme Court judgment, final, binding, undeniable. Inside Parliament, the response was immediate. Within an hour, MPs from all parties, Reform UK, the Lib Dems, and even Labour, were demanding Starmer's resignation. One senior Labour MP, speaking off the record, warned, if he doesn't step down today, the party might not survive tomorrow. Emergency debates kicked off. Legal experts filled the airwaves, and across the country, all eyes turned to the man at the centre of it all, who, for the time being, remained silent. And then things escalated further. Whistleblowers began coming forward. Former aides and compliance staff released internal documents implicating senior Downing Street officials. One credible report showed that top advisors knew about these financial discrepancies over 18 months ago. Instead of investigating, they allegedly led a coordinated push to bury the issue, altering records, intimidating whistleblowers, and silencing those who raised concerns. Rebecca Haynes, a former compliance officer, confirmed she sent the Prime Minister a warning memo titled "Urgent Financial Disclosure Breach." Starmer's alleged response, sent via encrypted messaging, was blunt: "Then don't let it be uncovered." That phrase has dominated the headlines ever since, seen by many as a crystal clear sign of intent to cover things up. But it didn't stop there. A leaked audio recording soon followed, taken from inside number 10. In it, senior advisors could be heard calmly discussing ways to eliminate evidence, shredding documents, redacting donor logs, and ensuring nothing could be traced back to them. It was cold, calculated, and coordinated. That leak triggered multiple investigations, not just into Starmer himself, but also into several senior Downing Street staff. And that brings us to today's breaking report from UK LOGY. We want to be absolutely clear, our coverage is grounded in verified facts. We do not peddle misinformation. Our aim is to deliver the truth that affects you, your family, and the very democracy we live in. If you found this report helpful, do give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to UK LOGY. We'll continue to follow this developing story as more details come to light. Thanks for watching.